Alrighty, so now that we've completed our gist for Act 3, Scene 2 of Divided Loyalties, we are going to focus on the learning target today, which is to write a character reaction paragraph from Act 3, Scene 2 of Divided Loyalties. And here we have our note catcher with the excerpts, the evidence already pre selected for us, and the character that we're focusing on, who's Robert. So we're going to complete the section. And right now, the section that we're working on, or the scene that we're working on, is Act 3, Scene 2. And what happened in this event is that the Barton family is moving to New York, and William is staying in New Jersey. The purpose of identifying the event is that when we write our character reaction paragraph, the reader has some context and knows what's happening. Let's say the Barton family is getting ready. The Barton family is getting ready to move to New York. Okay, that sounds better. And this is a complete sentence, so I'm writing a period. So the character that we're focusing on is Robert. And then we have some evidence from the text, which I'm going to put into order. And that's going to help me figure out how this character is feeling. I know that in slide 3, Robert says, "It is time for the rest of us to move on." In slide 7, he says, "I think you're making a mistake. You would never listen to reason." He's talking to William here. Slide 8, he says, "You are a traitor to all that I believe in. Get out of my store." And once again, he's talking to William. So maybe he feels frustrated with William. Maybe he feels betrayed by William. So I can use either of these to help me identify how my character is reacting to having to move to New York and how he's feeling towards William. In a character reaction paragraph, the introduction includes the title, the author, and a brief description of the event. There's a focus statement, and in this focus statement, it's a description of the character's thoughts and feelings. As always, there are 2 supporting details and an explanation. How do these details connect to the thought or feeling? So yesterday, in our small group lesson, we went through each section to identify how the character was feeling and develop our character reaction paragraph, and we're going to do it one more time. So in this section, it gives you prompts to help you complete this the character reaction paragraph effectively. So in scene blank, the scene the title by the author is about. So let's see. Act 3, Scene 2 by Gare Thompson. The title of the text of Divided Loyalties by Gare Thompson. I'm putting quotes around the title of this book. Is about, and we've already identified that information in our character reaction paragraph, is about the Barton family getting ready to move to New York and William staying behind in New Jersey. That's exactly what I'm going to type. The Barton family preparing to move to New York while William stays behind in New Jersey. Period. And the character that we're focusing on is Robert. And how does Robert feel? And who does he feel that way towards? So we have Robert feels betrayed by William. And now we have the character and what the character believes or what the character feels. One detail is, let's see, one detail is on slide. Let's use the evidence from slide 7 because it's quite strong, where he says, I think you are making a mistake. You never would listen to reason. Slide 7, as Robert tells William, quote, I think that you are making a mistake, period. You would never listen to reason. And then another detail is on slide, which evidence are we going to use? I'm going back to my note catcher. 8, this seems to be a stronger piece of evidence than the evidence on slide 3. So I'm going to use slide 8. You are a traitor to all that I believe in. Get out of my store. Or maybe I could just use you are a traitor to all that I believe. Maybe I'm just going to use that and not the get out of my store. Sorry, that color won't allow you to see. I'll use a lighter blue. There we go. So on slide 8, Robert also says, you are a traitor to all that I, capital I, believe in, period. Now here's the heavy lifting. The heaviest part of this is your explanation. This shows, and we're talking about betrayal and what it feels like for someone to betray your trust, shows that Robert is upset with William for choosing the Patriots over the Loyalists. They disagree, or they, the father and son, disagree about which side is correct. And let me change the spelling because I see a red squiggly line, and I'm going to choose the correct word, choosing. Now I'm going to check my character reaction paragraph to make sure that it has all of the items we need. So, do I have an introduction including the title, author, and a brief description of the event? Yes, I have the section, I have the title, I have the author, and I've explained what happens. Do I have a focus statement with a description of the character's thoughts or feelings? Yes, in green I have a focus statement with a character's thoughts or feelings. Do I have 2 details that support the character's thoughts and feelings? Yes, I have 2 supporting details. One detail is, another detail is, and there are exact quotes from the text. And finally, I have an explanation, okay? And so my explanation shows my understanding of how these details support the character's feelings.